York and New Jersey running from police holding a gun. Tonight, the exclusive video of him hauled off on a gurney. And breaking right now, the interrogation, the FBI, and this question, was he acting alone? Brian Ross standing by with what authorities say they have just found in his home. The race for president and who will America trust in moments like these? Tonight, Donald Trump's response, Hillary Clinton's response too, and you decide. Also tonight, the unarmed father of 4 at his SUV breaking down, then shot dead by police. Tonight, the video here, and now the outrage. The massive sinkhole inside radioactive wastewater. Did the company and authorities keep it from the people who live there? We're getting answers. And no gas. The signs now across several states tonight. Why are gas stations running out? And what does this mean now for gas prices?
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and we begin tonight with that dramatic takedown after terror swept through parts of New York City and New Jersey when bombs were left in several locations, and authorities tonight say they have their man. This evening, we have exclusive video from our station, WABC, here in New York, showing the man on the right there trying to get away. You can see he's holding a gun, chased by police, shot several times in the gun battle, and our team was there as he was hauled off on that gurney, injured but conscious. And tonight, as we come on the air, we've learned authorities are now at his home. And we have learned that several more devices have been discovered inside, and ABC's Lindsay Davis leads us off.
Tonight, the dramatic takedown.
There's the guy shooting a gun. Shots fired. Shots fired.
A bystander captures the moment gunfire erupts as police confront the suspect.
It had to be around like 15 to 20 shots.
Surveillance video captures the suspect attempting to flee, a gun in his hand. It all unfolds just 3 hours after police released this image of the suspect, 28-year-old Ahmad Khan Rahami, and sent this text alert to everyone living in New York. When mid-morning, the owner of a bar in Linden, New Jersey, arrives at work and sees a man sleeping in his hallway, he calls police. The responding officer approaches the sleeping man and recognizes the suspect from his beard.
Within a matter of seconds, the suspect fired on him. Unfortunately for us, he had his vest on, and he was hitting his vest, and so that saved him.
Officers race to the scene as the shootout intensifies.
He wasn't turning back at shooting at them, he was just randomly shooting.
One with multiple shots, the officer awake.
Another officer is injured in the firefight. And then this image, the suspect on the ground, injured but alive, surrounded by law enforcement.
That's the bomb suspect right there. Look at him.
That's him.
Man, this is crazy.
Still conscious, Rahami is placed on a stretcher, his arm bloodied and his right shoulder bandaged as he's taken by ambulance to the hospital. The takedown 48 hours after the first device exploded.
Shut down the run, get him out of the boardwalk.
First, a pipe bomb goes off along the route of a run to benefit the Marines. Then, this powerful explosion strikes a busy New York City neighborhood. In this video, you can hear the blast. 3 hours later, word a pressure cooker is found just 4 blocks north.
This was an intentional act.
The next night, 2 men find a backpack near the train station on Elizabeth containing 5 pipe bombs. And as police attempt to disarm them, one of the robots cuts a line, causing this explosion. That blast, less than 3 miles from where authorities finally caught up with the man they say is connected to it all.
And Lindsay Davis joins us live tonight. And Lindsay, you reported there the officer hit by a bullet wearing his vest, but still injured. One of 2 officers injured. How are they doing tonight?
Yeah, David, fortunately, he was wearing that bulletproof vest. The other officer was grazed by a bullet. Both of them are expected to be okay. As for the 29 people who were injured in the Chelsea blast, as of tonight, David, they are all out of the hospital.
That is great news as well. Lindsay Davis live in New Jersey. Lindsay, thank you. As we reported at the top here, authorities are at the suspect's home right now. Authorities revealing they have discovered more of those devices. We're also learning more about the suspect's past. The family owning a fried chicken restaurant claiming they were discriminated against because they are Muslim. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross tonight.
Authorities tonight tell ABC News Ahmad Rahami is refusing to answer any questions or even give his name as the FBI builds its case against the Afghan-born naturalized U.S. citizen.
We have every reason to believe this was an act of terror.
As a teenager, Rahami attended high school in Edison, New Jersey, where he graduated in 2007 and was remembered as a clean-cut kid interested in sports and girls.
Ahmed had a girlfriend who became pregnant, who was far along in her pregnancy at the prom, and I know they ended up giving birth to a baby girl.
After a year at junior college, Rahami ended up working at the family restaurant, First American Fried Chicken in Elizabeth, New Jersey, beneath the family's second-floor apartment, which the FBI searched today. In 2011, his family sued the city of Elizabeth, claiming discrimination against Muslims because the city imposed a 10 o'clock closing time on the restaurant.
We had some code enforcement problems and noise complaints.
There was other trouble. Court records reviewed by ABC News show Rahami was accused in 2014 of stabbing a relative in the leg, but a grand jury failed to indict him. And U.S. officials tell ABC News tonight that over the last few years, Rahami traveled to Afghanistan and Pakistan, including almost a year, beginning in Quetta, Pakistan, between April 2013 and March 2014, later telling authorities he had a wife in Pakistan.
If they spent more than a few days, it raises suspicions that while they were there, they will have been recruited by terrorist groups.
Friends say he was a changed man when he came home from Afghanistan. But if his goal was to become a big-time terrorist, Rahami was a failure. Authorities say surveillance cameras spotted him planting the first bomb in New York City Saturday night, and then also saw him at the second location a short time later. Even more revealing, the bomb that did not explode was connected to a cell phone, which the FBI was able in only a few hours to track right back to Rahami.
All right, so let's get right to Brian Ross tonight, because word of those devices discovered in his home, a lot of them, as you were telling me, this question that so many people have, was he acting alone?
Well, so far there's been no indication of a large-scale, full-blown terror cell. But officials say they do have these other devices in the search of the home, and there remains an open question of whether he had accomplices who helped him in some ways. And late tonight, David, the first charges filed against him by the Union County prosecutor for attempted murder because of that shootout with police.
All right, Brian Ross with us tonight. Brian, thank you. We are also learning more about a separate attack at a mall in Minnesota. The FBI is calling it a, quote, potential act of terrorism there. A knife-wielding man went on a rampage through the shopping center, injuring 9 before being brought down by an off-duty police officer. ABC's senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas tonight.
The suspect was the FBI's worst nightmare, a lone wolf with no known ties to terror attacking the softest of targets, a shopping mall on a busy Saturday evening.
There was at least one victim who was asked if they were Muslim.
In 5 minutes of terror, Dahir Adan, a Somali American, stabbing 9 shoppers before being fatally shot by an off-duty police officer. Wounded survivor Ryan Sleep says Adan attacked anyone in his path.
He started striking one in the back of the head who was a pregnant female.
Within hours, ISIS claimed responsibility, calling Adan one of its soldiers. His family shocked.
Are you aware that ISIS is saying that he was a soldier?
And Pierre Thomas with us live from our Washington bureau tonight. Was this man on the FBI's radar, Pierre?
David, tonight our sources are telling us so far the case shows no ties to ISIS. They say the suspect came out of nowhere. That's what's so disturbing, especially given the fact that the FBI is tracking 800 ISIS sympathizers here in the U.S.
Pierre Thomas with us as well. Thank you, Pierre. And now to the politics of terror and the race for president tonight. Both candidates responding, and swiftly, but with very different approaches. And look at these numbers tonight, the most recent polling on who Americans trust to handle terrorism. Hillary Clinton, 48%, Donald Trump, 45%, a virtual tie. And who would be the better commander-in-chief? Clinton, 50%, Trump, 45%, again within the margin of error. So tonight, we let both of their approaches on this play out, and you decide. Here's ABC's Tom Yamas from Florida tonight.
Tonight, Donald Trump predicting cushy treatment for the suspect in the bomb attack.
Today, we have caught this evil thug. He will be given a fully modern and updated hospital room. And he'll probably even have room service, knowing the way our country is.
On the night of the New York explosion, Trump was quick to declare it a bombing before all the facts were in.
I must tell you that just before I got off the plane, a bomb went off in New York, and nobody knows exactly what's going on.
Today, he congratulated himself for being ahead of the game.
I should be a newscaster because I called it before the news. But what I said was exactly correct. And everybody says, while he was right, he called it too soon. Okay, give me a break.
Trump says the attack highlights a broken immigration system.
In many cases, this is cancer from within. Nobody really knows who it is, what's happening. They're plotting. They keep plotting.
He's calling once again for increased profiling.
Our local police, they know who a lot of these people are. They're afraid to do anything about it because they don't want to be accused of profiling, and they don't want to be accused of all sorts of things. Do we have a choice?
When the bomb went off Saturday night, Hillary Clinton addressed reporters on her plane, also calling it a bombing before officials did.
I think it's always wiser to wait until you have information before making conclusions.
Clinton says Trump's words are a recruiting tool for ISIS.
That the kinds of rhetoric and language that Mr. Trump has used is giving aid and comfort to our adversaries.
And Clinton returning to the issue of temperament.
This is a fast-moving situation and a sobering reminder that we need steady leadership in a dangerous world.
So let's get right to Tom Llamas live in Florida with us tonight. And Tom, that first debate now 1 week away. The stakes could not be higher. And tonight we're learning the key topics.
That's right. The Commission on Presidential Debates has released the topics for the first debate. They'll be America's direction, achieving prosperity, and securing America. We do know that Hillary Clinton is deep in her debate prep. Donald Trump is choosing to prepare over this coming weekend. David?
Tom Llamas with us again tonight. Tom, thanks as always. Hillary Clinton, of course, they're weighing in on the investigation today, but she was in Pennsylvania today to rally young voters, saying not voting is not an option. It comes after the president made a very personal plea to get out the vote, too, saying it would be a personal insult not to vote. And Donald Trump making it clear himself that he is going after his base as well. Here's ABC's Cecilia Vega on that part of the story tonight.
Hillary Clinton on a Pennsylvania college campus today, making her pitch to the very voters she has struggled to win over.
If I'm in the White House, young people will always have a seat at any table where any decision is being made.
Young voters flocked to President Obama and Bernie Sanders, but for Clinton, it has been a tougher sell.
Not voting is not an option.
With 50 days to go, she is calling in the backup to the Democratic base. President Obama over the weekend delivering a roaring and deeply personal appeal to black voters.
I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election. You want to give me a good send-off? Go vote!
Both camps now trying to tap into the party faithful.
She wants to destroy your Second Amendment.
And then this.
I think that her bodyguards should drop all weapons. They should disarm, right? Right? Take their guns away. She doesn't want guns. Let's see what happens to her.
The Clinton campaign obviously not happy. They characterize that as a joke about assassination. They say Trump is inciting violence. An advisor for Trump says he was being sarcastic. David.
Cecilia Vega over a darkened New York there behind you tonight. Cecilia, thank you. Overseas here tonight, in the week-long ceasefire in Syria is barely hanging on, if at all, tonight. Scattered fighting and airstrikes reported in several locations, including embattled Aleppo. The Syrian military declaring the truce over and blaming the rebels. The U.S. and Russia, who brokered the deal, not giving up just yet. These UN aid trucks had just arrived into Syria, but shortly after, more than half of them were attacked. At least 12 people reported killed. And we should note here that for more than a year, we've been following Syrian refugees here in America, what life has been like for them, and we ask, who's vetting them before they get here? That's tomorrow night, right here on World News Tonight and on a special edition of Nightline. In the meantime, there is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Monday. The deadly police shooting the unarmed father whose SUV broke down, police shooting him dead a short time later. The video right here, made public a short time ago, and the outrage already growing tonight. There is also word coming in more about that deadly bus crash. Junior college football players on board. We've got the news tonight. and millions of people reacting to this video. So many of you watched it right here on World News Tonight. Sneaking into the neighbor's garage to give the dog a hug? You need to see the update tonight. America Strong, coming up.
What if one piece of kale could protect you from diabetes? What if one sit-up could prevent heart disease? Wishful thinking, right? But there is one step you can take to help prevent another serious disease, pneumococcal pneumonia. If you are 50 or older, one dose of the Prevnar 13 vaccine can help protect you from pneumococcal pneumonia, an illness that can cause coughing, chest pain, difficulty breathing, and may even put you in the hospital. Even if you've already been vaccinated with another pneumonia vaccine, Prevnar 13 may help provide additional protection. Prevnar 13 is used in adults 18 and older to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. You should not receive Prevnar 13 if you've had a severe allergic reaction